Free help where you can get assistance for filing your taxes and who qualifies. A new Kobe Bryant statue at Crypto.com Arena, how fans can actually interact with the memorial to the Laker legend. Hello, everyone. You're watching The Rundown. I'm Robin Winston. More on those stories coming up in a moment. But first, bars and restaurants will be packed for the Super Bowl. And with that comes an important reminder not to drink and drive. The CHP says during the last 5 Super Bowl weekends, there were nearly 2,600 DUI crashes that resulted in 59 deaths. AAA and Mothers Against Drunk Driving are urging people to plan ahead for a safe ride home. The CHP is adding several DUI checkpoints all across Southern California all weekend long. The impact from our most recent storm will be felt for quite some time. Just take a look at this mudslide that happened early Friday morning. Dirt and debris poured from a hillside in Pacific Palisades, blocking the right-hand lane right there on PCH. This is between Gladstones and Castle Rock Beach. The LAPD blocked off the right lane heading north through the area. The cleanup continues on Mulholland Drive. While the rain is over for now, our First Alert weather team warns that the ground could continue to slide. News Chopper 4 was overhead, where we counted at least 7 mudslides that caused part of Mulholland to crumble. Crews are estimating that it could take weeks, maybe months, for Mulholland Drive to go back to normal. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Meteorologist Belinda Leon tracking changes in your forecast, and it includes warmer temperatures.
Hi there. The stormy weather is finally moving out, and over the weekend, a ridge expected to develop over Southern California. That's going to bring us some bright skies and also some dry weather. Through next week, we hang on to the dry conditions with temperatures warming a few more degrees. Overall, a pleasant forecast for you. Here's what it's going to look like in LA. We're going to go from 56 on Friday, 60 and sunny on Saturday, Sunday 64, and by Monday 66. Now, I know it's a big weekend. Super Bowl watch parties. Here's your forecast. Who are you cheering for? Niners, Chiefs? I'm cheering for the sunshine. We're going to have the weather around kickoff at 66 degrees. It'll be bright, halftime 62, and by the end of the game, it'll be 57. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the sunshine and be safe.
The LAPD announced a major arrest of a man who they say used his social media following to organize street takeovers all across Southern California. LAPD's Street Racing Task Force arrested 20-year-old Romero Quintana in Paramount Wednesday morning. They say he not only organized dangerous street takeovers, but also smash and grab robberies, car thefts, and other violent crimes.
I was very surprised of his age, how young he is. Maybe other people that are organizing this will see that they are being watched.
Quintana was booked on 1 count of conspiracy under LA County's zero bail policy that went into effect in October. He was then cited and released from custody. Police say he could still be charged with multiple felony counts as the investigation continues. President Biden is aggressively pushing back against claims that he suffers from memory loss. That allegation came from a special counsel report on his mishandling of classified documents. The president won't face charges, but he's dealing with damage control about the way the report described him. It said the 81-year-old president has diminished faculties and faulty memory, and that his weak mental condition is one of the reasons why a jury would probably not convict him.
One of the reasons you were not charged is because in his description, you are a well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory.
I'm well-meaning, and I'm an elderly man, and I know what the hell I'm doing. I've been president, and I put this country back on its feet.
A separate special counsel charged former President Donald Trump with 40 criminal counts for allegedly mishandling classified documents. The report released Thursday argues that the cases are different because Mr. Trump allegedly obstructed justice by not returning the classified materials. Tax season is now underway, and the city of LA is providing free tax help. Free Tax Prep LA unveiled their new location in Lambert Park, and the services are free for people earning $60,000 or less a year. People are being urged to file early.
The goal of this is to connect more families, not only to free tax preparation services, which we know are critical. Everyone has to file their tax return every year, but also specifically to connect people to the earned income tax credit and the child tax credit.
The free tax prep program is also available at 20 community centers across LA. The IRS anticipates more than 128 million returns to be filed before the April 15th deadline. Kobe Bryant's legacy is now officially immortalized outside the house that Kobe built. The Lakers officially unveiled a bronze statue dedicated to the five-time champion.
He's like an icon to LA City and me and my family.
Kobe with the Lakers coming out of high school, and then 20 years later, dropping that mic and the 60 points and walking away and still a Laker. That's inspirational right there.
Fans can now see the bronze statue in Star Plaza at Crypto.com Arena. Kobe chose the pose himself. The statue suited in number 8 will be one of 3 statues on site. Another will be Kobe and daughter Gianna, and a third will be Kobe wearing number 24. The statue also commemorates Kobe's 5 champion trophies and has a QR code so fans can scan it and watch highlights. A lot of people with damage to their homes from our recent storms are trying to decide if it's worth submitting a claim and potentially jeopardizing their policies. The I-Team has been reporting how more and more homeowners are being dropped by their insurance companies. And this is when the state's FAIR plan is supposed to kick in and help out. But the I-Team learned homeowners are now struggling to secure that coverage, too.
Here's one of the reasons why I moved here to Simi Valley, because I have this in the back, and it's beautiful.
But these hills that surround Lloyd Messinio's home are now creating a problem.
We felt we would be fine with our current insurance. This was a shock to me.
Lloyd's longtime homeowners insurance company, Farmers, recently dropped him, and he says other insurers don't want his business either, citing brush fire risk. Even though his home is protected against embers, it has a cement tile roof and screening in the vents.
We've had fires around us 3 times in 24 years, but nothing has ever got even close to us.
Desperate, Lloyd applied to the FAIR plan, the state's insurer of last resort. It's pricey and offers less protection, but it covers you against fire when other insurance companies won't. But Lloyd says he waited weeks for the FAIR plan to process his application.
I kept asking weekly and daily, why is it taking so long?
But he says he couldn't get any answers. In the meantime, his farmer's policy lapsed, so his mortgage company secured insurance for his home, known as force-placed insurance. The price tag, $2,700 a month.
Why do I have to pay a penalty when the system's broken?
The volume of applications that they're getting is swamping them.
Amy Bach with the consumer advocacy group United Policy Holders says the FAIR plan can't keep up with demand. In fact, the I-Team learned in the past 5 years the number of FAIR plan policies has nearly tripled. It receives 4,500 new applications every week. Bach says she's hearing complaints like Lloyd's too, and so is the Department of Insurance.
I have to assume that the department is doing everything that it can to pressure the FAIR plan to get its act together and process the applications in a quicker manner.
But Bach pointed out it is hard for the Department of Insurance to crack down on the FAIR plan. It doesn't have much authority. While the FAIR plan is mandated by the state, it is run by private insurance companies.
They have shown a willingness to thumb their noses at the commissioner and say no when he orders them to do something.
The insurance commissioner declined the I-Team's request for an interview, but his spokesperson told us the lack of transparency at the FAIR plan is a problem. He said the commissioner is using every tool at his disposal to help homeowners. We learned he's pushing the FAIR plan to beef up its staff so it can process applications quicker. And that may be working. The FAIR plan told the I-Team it recently drastically increased its staff, which has greatly reduced delays. It didn't comment on Lloyd's application, just saying in part it's committed to ensuring all Californians have access to basic property coverage. But finally, Lloyd's FAIR plan approval came through.
Over 3 months to get a policy which should have taken 2 days.
He hopes the process clears up soon for other desperate homeowners.
That was Carolyn Johnson reporting. When shopping for homeowners insurance, United Policyholders has a few tips to help. Cast a wide net. Reach out to as many agents as possible to help you. Consider bundling your home and auto. You might want to raise your deductible, and if your insurer allows it, reduce your contents coverage. And if you're having a problem with the FAIR plan, the Department of Insurance says it wants to hear about it. You can find out how to reach out to them and United Policyholders on our website, NBCLA.com. Actor Mark Ruffalo now has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Ruffalo plays the Hulk in the Marvel movies, but his other achievements include The Kids Are All Right, Zodiac, and 13 Going on 30 with Jennifer Garner, who joined him at the celebration. Ruffalo talked about where it all started for him.
And I literally got off of the bus and I was here on Hollywood Boulevard. I didn't go anywhere else.
Everyone said no to me for years and years and years. Hundreds upon hundreds of auditions.
Ruffalo now has 4 Best Supporting Actor Oscar nominations, and after the ceremony, he had some advice for struggling actors. He says, just keep going. That is great advice. Dodgers spring training is officially underway. Pitchers and catchers have reported to a camp at Camelback Ranch in Glendale, Arizona. The team tweeting out this video of the guys arriving Thursday. They look ready. Among them, newly signed Japanese pitching superstar Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Shohei Ohtani has been in Arizona since Monday. Full squad practices start on Valentine's Day. Some very happy Rams fans are headed to the Super Bowl. The Rams surprised them with tickets. Ariel Castro was going to the game, and just look at the reaction on her face when she found out. Very exciting, and she deserves it because she's an athletic trainer who saved the life of a high school football coach in Pacoima when he had a heart attack. She got 2 tickets to the big game. Also going, lifelong Rams fan Jim Sullivan. He's an Air Force veteran. USAA and the Non-Commissioned Officers Association of America teamed up with the Rams rookie Puka Nacua to surprise him with 2 Super Bowl tickets. And Jim's going to meet Puka in Vegas.
Excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then to meet Puka, of course, with the tremendous season he had.
We're excited for him, too. And hey, by the way, if you need someone to roll with you, I'm available all weekend long. I'm just saying. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app at our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4 weekdays from 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with the traffic reports throughout your morning commute. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.